congratulations on the win. Beaver officially now no longer defeated. Tell us, what does the win mean, especially coming up last week?
It means a lot to us. We were disappointed with last week, obviously, and we knew that the best way to bounce back from that was to come and beat the team that sits on top of the ladder and is undefeated, that nobody's beaten yet, and in their home venue. So it was a focus for us, and I thought we had played one of our best games today at both ends of the court. So I'm obviously pleased, happy to go back to Melbourne with a win.
You did a fantastic job, I guess, of not creating any opportunities for the Fever. Was that by design? Was that just the style of play that you play? Tell us about that.
Well, we had set some targets for ourselves in terms of, conversion, centre pass and gained ball. But one of the areas that we wanted to improve on was that ball skills and execution. But, working the depth and the width and the punch down in that attack end. And I just thought our ball skills and ball movement was excellent, which we had focused on this week. And it's important when you're playing Fever, you can't afford to give them too many opportunities. And I think down at the other end of defence, I'm just super proud with the defence end. It's one of the biggest tasks there is, and they just threw themselves at it every step of the way.
Yeah, Rudy on New York fell and Emma, I guess her first time coming up against her old team. Were there any extra nerves? Do you feel like she had a point to prove?
No, I don't know. We didn't talk about it like that. It was, more so the conversation with Rudy before the game was like, hey, there's nothing there that you don't know. You would have trained against it a million times. And just keep it simple. And there's just that mindset of attacking, just going for everything. Don't hold back. Play our game, be brave, bold, fearless, and we'll be better for it whichever way it unfolds.
Yeah, I think, as Simone said last week, we probably didn't play our game, and a big focus was that centre pass and that variety, and I think we really had a focus on that depth element and just trusting each other to give the ball. So I think I'm really proud of that consistency throughout 4 quarters. I think we had the ability to adapt to what they were doing and had that strategy against the wall, which we probably didn't have last week. I think missing a few games for me, coming back I feel great, and it's really easy to slot into that attack end with the likes of Kip, Soph and Kate.
Not having, didn't give you as many opportunities, but you kept your starting seven tonight. Was that always the plan, or you just waited to see how things
went? It was about reading what happens out there on court, and I was looking forward to seeing how Jo would go on wing defence. I thought she was fantastic, and her usual pest self and throwing yourself amongst it. But Emily, I thought, was outstanding, and the work rate out there at goal defence. And Rudy, I just think as a unit, and then a big part of that is your goal attack and your wing attack and centre and wing defence. And I thought that across the board, that pressure was important, and we executed.
It's like a fine wine, isn't she? She's just getting better, and I guess she's very goal keeper, but we saw tonight the job that she did on Shanice, I guess, getting her taken off board and forcing all those turnovers. How did you prep for that during the week?
Well, Em preps, it's not something you just prep for it during the week. Em's been prepping for it all throughout pre-season. She's one of the fittest. If you're going to have who's the fittest or runs the longest, she's actually one of the fittest in the group. And easily, as in terms of she's quite comfortable. But she's the fittest and strongest that she's been for a long time. All throughout pre-season, she's been playing goal defence. Jo's was out for quite a while. She's always been quite comfortable out there in goal defence, and it was a big task for her tonight. And she wants it, and she wants to take it on, and she's going to do whatever the team needs her to do, and she'll throw herself wholeheartedly into that, and that drives and leads those around her as well.
She hardly ever looks flustered or frazzled. What's it like sharing the line with her, and I guess delivering balls to the circle?
Yeah, it's great sharing the line with Kip. I think she's such a steady head, and I think whenever there is that perceived pressure, she's such a good person to kind of level us and, identify that we've got this, we've got control. And I think her ability to give the ball, notice when the defender's eyes are down, for me is such a luxury, and I'm definitely grateful for that. And I think her shooting today was amazing. So she was awesome.
And what about you going? Like, you kind of forget that she's new to your team as well. She's slotted in so well. How is it playing with her? Or that tells about playing to her strength.
Yeah, I think Soph was on the move today, which was definitely a strength of ours. And I think giving her the ball as soon as we saw it was a strength. And I think she can take any ball you give and makes a bad pass look good. And she demands the ball, which is what you want with your shooters. So, yeah, I think having a two-prong attack is such a strength of ours, and we definitely utilised that today.
So we're at the halfway point of the season now, so you've had a chance to look at every team. How do you sort of assess things and move forward from here?
We do. It is a good time to reflect, and we will reflect on the season so far. Reflect on what the things that we're proud of, and what do we want from here? How can we improve? That's a big part of heading into the next part of the season. But it still goes. It's still week to week. As boring as it is, it's still the next game. What's the next game, Hannah? Giants.
Put you on the spot.
No, it is the next game, is Giants. You cannot afford to. Every game, it doesn't matter, every game, what score lines are. Every game is tough, and every game you have to show up and be ready to put out your best, or else you're going to be losing games, and you just can't afford it. So, and we wanted to keep pushing to find better and better. We want to be welcoming team members back into the 10 as well, hopefully. But the main thing is like reflecting and rejoicing what has been good, but righto, from here, how can we be even better? And that's not just on court, but in a club, around the program, everything.
And just a quick word on KD.
Who?
Quick word on KD.
Oh, sorry, KD. I thought KD, I'll go wrong team. She's left. She's good. She's still off weight. She's still on the crutches, but this week the progress is that the crutches go and she starts putting weight on it. But she's progressing. She's super disappointed, and she's doing everything she can to get back on court and playing again as soon as possible. What that looks like, I don't know, but I know that it'll be as quick as it possibly can be with the professionalism of Keddy. We miss her. But, it's an opportunity for players as well. All teams have had the injuries and people that they're managing, and that's a part and parcel of being successful throughout the season.
What about
Sarah? Actually, that's another one. Sarah's going really well. In terms of she will go and have some follow-up this week. That's probably, this week is a significant stage for her. So we'll get some feedback on how she's travelling. But again, she's doing everything she professionally can do to be back on court, and we would hope to see her soon.